doing this year is free appetizer with the purchase of any entree. So any of the appetizers on our menu, we're going to be able to give you one free with the purchase of any adult entree. And Chelsea's going to tell you all of our appetizers because we're going to feed each and every one of them to you.
Okay, so we're going to do 3 flights of appetizers. Our first flight is going to consist of our crab cakes, fried ribs, and our pork rillettes. For our second flight, we'll do our New Orleans style barbecue shrimp and our duck crepes. And for our third flight this evening, we'll do a mussel au frites. Also our oyster trio, which includes 2 Jolie, which will have andouille sausage, roasted corn, and crawfish, 2 Bienville, and 2 Rockefeller. And then we'll also show you our charcuterie plate with duck prosciutto and pork tongue rillettes. Okay, so with our first flight, we have the fried ribs, which is a new addition to our menu here. And this is a homemade bell pepper jelly. Next we have our pork rillettes with some caramelized onions and our sourdough crostini. And these are our crab cakes here with a horseradish rum.
You mentioned that you'll often, or a lot, you make your own pepper jelly, for example.
All right. Well, first of all, we make our own charcuterie, pâtés and sausages and sopressata and different types of cured meats. But to go along with that, we pickle and we make condiments. So the guys in the back and gals will be pickling all sorts of different local produce. We make our own pepper jelly. We make our own caramelized onion marmalade. And we also are using a lot of fresh local seasonal ingredients. Our goat cheeses are from a farm in St. Martinville, the Ballet Course Farms. Our tilapia is farm raised in Scott at Gautreaux Family Farms. We get our eggs for the brunch from Church Point, from an egg farmer there. And our emphasis is on local produce. We just finished visiting Louisa Plantation Farm in Port Barry. And starting next week, cucumbers, eggplants, squash. Eventually, as they come in, heirloom tomatoes, and lots and lots of different things. They're going to be planning special things just for us.
You know what I love about this place is you're not cookie cutter.
No, and it takes more work, but what it takes is passionate people who are willing to do the work. And that's what we have here. We're blessed with a staff of passionate people. They're all about the food.
So you let them go. You just let them go and do what they do best.
I let them go. I toss some ideas I have, and then I let them take their ideas and run with it. I do not squelch their creativity in any way. Each and every week there are things being made here that are not on the menu and never will be. They're based on what's available, what's fresh, what's local, and what great things can they do with it. The rillettes are the pork shoulder braised long and slow for hours and hours. And then we caramelize onions down to an onion marmalade and hand-cut crostini and toast them. And what you've got down here is you've got the pork at the bottom, and on the top you've got a little layer of good old pork fat. And then it's covered with the marmalade, so you get that sweet, savory play.
Nice.
That's so great. Back and forth, sweet, savory, sweet, savory.
This smells delicious. What are we looking at?
So, second flight, we have our New Orleans style barbecue shrimp. And these are sauteed in Abita, amber, and butter. And here we have our duck crepes. There's duck, some mushroom, and this is a Boursin cheese sauce.
So this smell, this aroma, this is beer and what?
Beer and butter.
And herbs.
It smells so much better than just beer and butter. You know.
Well, you can do amazing things with beer and butter. This is our version of the New Orleans classic barbecue shrimp. And New Orleans versions usually a lot more just plain butter and herbs. Ours, we have an Abita amber reduction that gives it a little body, makes it a little bit more rich. Which South
Who
Louisiana,
comes up with this stuff?
These great guys in the back. Our executive chef and our sous chef are just fantastic. And this is the kind of thing they die to do, is take something that is something that everybody has had a version of and make it their own.
Okay. And what is that again, Steve?
It's a roasted duck crepe with a poisson cream sauce. And the duck is slow braised again for hours, and then roasted off, and then mixed with a lot of fresh veg, and rolled into a really fine thin crepe, and then lightly pan roasted and covered with a poisson cream sauce.
I think this is an unbelievable flavor. What is that, Steve?
Well, the moulin frit, it's a French preparation where you saute garlic and shallots and in a little seafood broth, and then you steam your mussels open, and then you serve it with a side of French fries, and typically you eat the mussels out of their shells, and then you toss the French fries into the bowl and enjoy the French fries afterwards while they soak up all the good seafood juice. And these are Prince Edward Island mussels, which are the finest cultured mussels in the world.
And then here we have our charcuterie plate, which changes every week. It's just kind of whatever our sous chef comes up with that week. This week we have a house-cured duck prosciutto. And this is our pork tongue rillettes.
Which again, as a rillette, it's braised for hours and hours until it just breaks down and falls apart with tenderness. And then we top it with the house-made onion marmalade and on a crostini.
On the side we have our house-made spicy mustard. And then we also have bonito pickled leek in the center. And this is a pickled 5 pepper. So there's it's all house done. House pickled bell pepper. And this is our most popular appetizer. This is a oyster trio. These two here on the far end are the Jolies, which includes crawfish, roasted corn, andouille sausage with a smoked paprika topping. Then we also have a traditional Rockefeller and a traditional Bienville.